Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So today we'll start with lecture number 5 of Unit 1, System Design. Uh, Let me give you a brief about previous lectures also, what we have studied and what was the part of it. It is basically not exactly a system of computer science. It is system of business system. ओके सिस्टम डिजाइन भी नहीं है इनफैक्ट सिस्टम कॉन्सेप्ट्स है व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली दिस सिस्टम कॉन्सेप्ट्स सो सिस्टम कॉन्सेप्ट ये हो जाएगा सिस्टम कॉन्सेप्ट तो सबसे पहले हम ये समझें कि सिस्टम है क्या और फिर उसके कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्या हैं एंड व्हाई वी आर स्टडिंग इट and how it impacts the business and how it gives us the uh, concept of the same. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what is system. And we all know that if we consider our class as a system, so we have general two components in the system, that is the audience, that is you people, and the faculty member or the one who is delivering something to learn and listen. Okay, so this type we can understand uh, the system has parts, or sometimes if a system is very big, then it has subsystems also, and those subsystems also have uh, you know all these subsystems have the small components or part of it. So we can understand that कि जो सिस्टम है उसमें बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे कंपोनेंट्स भी होते हैं और सब सिस्टम्स भी होते हैं डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द साइज ऑफ द सिस्टम. ओके, so how can we define now? We can define this as a system is an interconnected and interrelated group of components which has a common goal or an objective. Which has a common goal or an objective. Okay, so every system and its subsystem and the components of the same must have a common goal towards the achievement or towards the aim of the वर्क. ओके, सो अगर हम एक क्लास को देखें तो एक क्लास में दो कंपोनेंट हमको दिखते हैं. हम सब सिस्टम तो नहीं कह सकते उसको, लेकिन दो कंपोनेंट हैं एक छोटे सिस्टम के. तो दोनों का एक ही कॉमन गोल होता है कि वहां बैठ के जो सिलेबस पार्ट चालू हो रहा है उसको कंप्लीट किया जाए. ठीक है, टीचर वहां कंप्लीट करा रहे होते हैं, फैकल्टी मेंबर वहां कंप्लीट करा रहे होते हैं और स्टूडेंट उसको टेकअप कर रहे होते हैं. सो दिस वे बोथ द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द सिस्टम हैज अ कॉमन गोल कि वो सिलेबस को कंप्लीट करें और इन ऑल रेस्पेक्ट कंप्लीट करें ताकि उसकी प्रैक्टिकलिटी, एप्लीकेशन एंड वट एवर फीचर्स इट इज कंटेनिंग, जो भी अल्टीमेट टारगेट वो लेके चल रहे हैं, तो वो पूरा हो. ठीक है. Okay. Now, many organizations, as I told you, have subsystems also, uh, departments also, programs also, divisions, teams. That depends upon the size of the organization or the category of the organization. Like if we discuss about the engineering college, then we have various departments with us. Say suppose college is a system, then departments can be considered as the subsystems, and in those subsystems faculties, student, other staff, lab staff, these are the components of those subsystems. So that way we can understand the organization in the form of a college or academic institute. and similarly programs comes into it also, and program term can be used somewhere else also. Then if we see the manufacturing units, so we divide that manufacturing unit into divisions. एक welding division है ना, एयर क्लीनिंग डिवीजन है, देन वाटर क्लीनिंग डिवीजन है, और पावर पावर जनरेशन यूनिट या पावर जनरेशन डिवीजन है. सो वी break the work or distinguish the work or capacity of a unit into number of divisions. If we take up like a sales or a marketing team, then we break the zonal teams, area teams, and this and that. So that team term comes under that. So organization has many this thing facets, and it is it's a common term for any work or a business. Okay, now each of these subsystems has many things or many ways to perform the work, the desired work or the desired target, along with uh, the integral part as a subsystem or a components, so as to achieve the common goals of these systems. Now, very often these systems and the process are defined in the form of plans, policies, and the procedures to fulfill the target, or set target, or given target, or desired target. Okay, are you able to see the slide? Anyone can tell me
Yes, sir.
which slide?
सर स्लाइड चेंज नहीं हो रहा है.
स्लाइड चेंज नहीं हो रहा. क्या क्या लिखा है स्लाइड पे? ये अंडरलाइन दिख रही है?
यस सर.
सिस्टम डिजाइन.
सिस्टम डिजाइन लिखा हुआ है. यस सर.
है ना? ये तीसरी लाइन खींची मेरे को, आपको दिख रही है?
यस सर.
ओके 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 ओके, ठीक है. जस्ट अ मिनट, सम ऑफ योर colleagues have came in just now. Okay, now are you able to see the next slide? Okay, now
Yes, sir.
this is the uh, this is the system, a general this thing. Let me clear those drawings. Okay, now this is a basic example of business system. Now this is the outer space which is called environment, and this is the boundary. ये जो wall बनी है, this is the boundary, है ना, बाउंड्री ऑफ द. हमने सिस्टम और सराउंडिंग के बारे में थर्मोडायनेमिक्स में भी पढ़ा है. जिस चीज को हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं, या जिस बाउंड्री के अंदर कर रहे हैं, मतलब जिस चीज को हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं उसके बाहर की चीज को हम सराउंडिंग बोलते हैं, और उसके अंदर की चीज को हम सिस्टम बोलते हैं. एंड फिजिकली और मेंटली वी क्रिएट अ बाउंड्री. समझने के लिए या परफॉर्म करने के लिए वी से दिस. So this way we are saying this line as a boundary, and outside this surrounding, which is environment or a society as a large. Now this, inside this boundary, this is a system. What is that system? This is a business organization. Inside the business organization, if it is too low, like a kirana shop, so we can understand the even a subsystem जहाँ पे चीजें आ रही हैं, पैक हो रही हैं, या पैक ही आ रही हैं और काउंटर सेलिंग हो रही है, और दूसरे एंड पे जो ओनर है वो अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट के फॉर्म में काउंटर पे बैठे हैं, एंड ही रिसीव्स एंड कैशेस दी बिल. ओके, और ठीक है, तो ये बहुत सिंपल बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का फॉर्म है. ठीक है, और सिंपल बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का फॉर्म है. और बड़े बिजनेसेस में हम देखेंगे तो देयर कैन बी वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट्स. अपार्ट फ्रॉम अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट देयर विल बी वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट्स, लाइक रिसीवेबल्स अलग होंगे जहां से रॉ मटेरियल रिसीव हो रहा है. देन हमारे पास प्लानिंग डिपार्टमेंट अलग होगा. देन हमारे पास परचेज डिपार्टमेंट अलग होगा. समटाइम्स वी डू हैव सेपरेट प्रोक्योरमेंट डिपार्टमेंट ऑल्सो. Okay, and some, then we have production department, then we have maintenance department, then we have design department, then we you may witness inspection department, then FGS जहाँ finished goods को रखा जाता है, जहाँ बहुत सारे ऐसे और भी डिपार्टमेंट्स, HR डिपार्टमेंट है, जो प्लांट का, जो प्लांट एस्टेब्लिश्ड के टाइम पे जो डिपार्टमेंट आता है उसका भी एक सेल होता है. देयर आर वेरियस अदर सेल्स आल्सो. डॉक्टर का एक डिपार्टमेंट होता है, दैट कम्स आल्सो इन HR डिपार्टमेंट इटसेल्फ, दैट्स अ सब सिस्टम ऑफ HR. डॉक्टर और ये सब जो फैसिलिटीज होती हैं वो सब उन्हीं के अंडर आती हैं. एंड देयर आर मेनी मोर सब डिविजन्स ऑफ अ बिजनेस एट a large at the in the large picture. Okay, so this was the simple diagram to understand what is exactly business. And see, this subject is of in theoretical nature. So and क्या होता है जब हम when we write in university exams, आपने एक पन्ना पढ़ा, at last if I'll ask you what is the what you have exactly studied to, you may conclude that one page matter into 2 or 3 lines, because मैनेजमेंट की बुक्स की जो लैंग्वेज होती है वो इस तरह की होती है कि आप उस लैंग्वेज की समरी 2 लाइन में खत्म कर सकते हैं. सो यू नीड टू बाय हार्ट अ लिटिल मोर, पहली चीज. दूसरा, या आपकी लिखने की कैपेबिलिटी ऐसी हो कि एक चीज को आप उसको बदल बदल के लिख पाओ और थोड़े से और एलेबोरेटिव तरीके से लिख पाओ. इफ यू हैव दैट स्किल देन इट इज ओके, otherwise you need to by heart little. Another thing, this kind of flow charts may be available in your books. I have shared a PDF book with you of OP Khanna, Dr. OP Khanna, and you may find some of the diagrams in my notes and in the PDFs also. But if you are capable of drawing some kind of flow diagrams like this, सिंपल है, कोई बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है. फ्रॉम दिस थ्योरी इटसेल्फ वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड. सो इंटरकनेक्टेड है, इंटर रिलेटेड है, जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं, है ना, सिस्टम के, या उनको सब सिस्टम कहेंगे. तो हम अपने से भी ये इस तरह के फ्लो डायग्राम्स बना सकते हैं और वो हमको नंबर गेन करने में हेल्प करेंगे. बिकॉज सिंस वी आर इन फाइनल ईयर, सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट अ नंबर गेम. एंड फाइनल ईयर के वेटेज हमेशा नंबर में अधिक रहते हैं. That's what I want you people to gain more and more marks on it. It's an easy subject one, and it has more application part also. It has an application part also. You can understand. अगर डीप में अगर आप समझोगे इस सब्जेक्ट को, तो आप जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है इस सब्जेक्ट को पढ़ाने का आरजीपीवी का, वो आप डेफिनेटली फुलफिल कर पाओगे. बिकॉज बहुत सारी चीजें, अगर आप एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने जा रहे हो तो बहुत सारी चीजें आपको यहाँ से सीखने को मिलेंगी और कुछ फिर आपको फील्ड सिखाएगी. तो यहाँ बहुत सारे प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशंस हैं जो आपको इस कोर्स में सीखने को मिलेंगे. ऑल्दो पास करने के लिए सब्जेक्ट आसान है, तो वो आपके नंबर भी अच्छे गेन होंगे और एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने के लिए आपको मदद भी करेंगे. फाइन. दूसरी चीज, as we have seen in this diagram, so the world which is outside the world which is outside the world which is outside that system, is, we know that is called environment, and the system can be viewed as sometimes subsystem of the environment. We have seen that it's an example of business organization, which is a system that has certain functions within the contour of the environment also, that is also known as the society. From that management perspective, the system should focus the efficiency and effectiveness of the each part of the organization. Why we are studying? To understand the each part of the organization. Without this understanding, the we cannot take any measures or actions towards a particular part, or we cannot judge where we are going wrong, or whether we are going in right direction towards attaining our goal or not. So for this purpose, we need to study the same. Now, for example, like if we need to, implement a strategy in the production department of a company, it may affect the other aspects, like it may affect the marketing area, it may affect the finance area, it may affect the personal that is related to HR, human resources. Okay. Now, every part of the organization is tightly linked, or it is highly bounded with the all the departments or organizational part. So no such single part that exists in isolation or left alone. कोई भी ऐसा डिपार्टमेंट नहीं है जो अकेले में काम कर रहा है. Every department is interlinked and tightly bound within the boundary, inside the boundary, I can say. Okay. So now, for day to day activities, managers or higher officials has to view, which kind of view they need. They need eagle kind of view. वो ऊपर से सब चीजों को मॉनिटर करते हैं, तो उनको हर सब सिस्टम की चीजें दिखती हैं क्लियर, कि कैसा क्या चल रहा है. Okay. So this is happening. Okay. So just a minute, just a minute. Okay. So day-to-day activities, managers or higher official has to view, a eagle view kind of, or a sky view kind of a, observations in a daily life, which is going to be totally dynamic, because we basically are talking about the business systems, and that too, since we are technical, we are talking about manufacturing businesses. Service industries also have quite high dynamic in nature nowadays, and they what they exactly view on top of the same, they need to anticipate, what is linking us to the external environment, and whether we are capable of delivering to the external environment or the not. That is, we are talking about the orders what we have received, whether we are manufacturing the products or we are providing the services, or we are service providers. So that kind of organizational effectiveness requires, and primarily it requires the survival of the organization, and then it is definitely a profit making system also, and we gain our profit from the environment itself. We need to satisfy the environment, which is our customer, and for that customer only, to give him the delightfulness by using our product or services. That is the common goal for a system or a business system. Okay. So this way, the enterprise receives input and transforms them, and export the output to the external environment. Now, we have characteristics of the organization. Now, what is that characteristics of the organization? Let us understand. So these are the characteristics which has to be, present in all the systems. First one is organization. second one is interaction, third one is interdependence, and fourth is integration, and fifth is central objective. Now with these characteristics, how a system operates, that we need to understand, which is what is organization. First of all, let us understand organization means, it is not organization that is a company, it implies the structure inside the organization or the order in which the components or the people are placed. So it is an arrangement that helps to exactly achieve the objectives, and it has hierarchical relationships, right from if some company has placed president at the top, or chairman at the top, or whosoever at the top, then उनके नीचे कौन आएगा, फिर उनके नीचे कौन आएगा, leading downward towards the blue collar, ब्लू कॉलर वर्कर कौन है, फिर और कौन है उनके नीचे, एंड हाउ दे आर इंटरकनेक्टेड. सो दैट इज द स्ट्रक्चर what we are talking about, and that structure is means organization here. Okay, so that interaction refers to the procedure in which each component interact with the another component in an organization. You see, for an example, like if you need to purchase purchasing purchase a product, then you need to first of all interact that product. आपको पहले उस प्रोडक्ट को देखना समझना होगा बिफोर परचेसिंग, है ना, बिफोर समवन परचेसिंग इट. ठीक है, देन उसकी एडवर्टाइजमेंट है, देन उसकी सेल्स है, देन पेरोल्स हैं, पर्सनल्स के, पर्सनल माने एचआर के जो भी एम्प्लॉयज हैं आपके पास या स्टाफ मेंबर्स हैं. तो ये सारे पॉइंट्स जो हैं ये इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द hierarchical relationships. Okay, now comes the next point, interdependence. Now what is exactly interdependence is? It is connected with the system and they are tied together. Okay, they are exactly uh, giving and receiving the inputs, like they are not a separate entity. Okay, now it is not more than a physical part or a location. It means the part of the system or the location is within the system. It is not separate one, it is the part of the system or itself a system, even though each part performance matters. डेफिनेटली एक पार्ट का या एक सब सिस्टम का या उसके कंपोनेंट का परफॉर्मेंस अगर बिगड़ता है तो डेफिनेटली एज अ होल सिस्टम के परफॉर्मेंस पे असर आता है. नाउ द यूनिक फंक्शन ऑफ अ सक्सेसफुल इंटीग्रेशन, इंटीग्रेशन बोले तो सारे कंपोनेंट्स और सब सिस्टम्स एक बंद मुट्ठी की तरह काम कर रहे हैं, दैट इज इंटीग्रेशन. Performing in a well synchronized manner, that will perform, that will give you typically better as a whole, rather than each component works for their componental target, है ना. कंपोनेंटल टारगेट बोले तो उस पर्टिकुलर कंपोनेंट का जो टारगेट है उसको फुलफिल करने के लिए वो काम नहीं कर रहे हैं. दोज आर those are working for the ultimate attainment of the system's output. Okay, so ये सोच के काम करेंगे तो things will be results will be much better. Okay, now part the integration. What is the integration? As I discussed with you, सबको साथ में काम करना. Integration is how well all the components, all the subsystems, all the people are working together inside a single system. We cannot say many subsystems. We are talking about a single system, but it has part, and every part has its own specialty of working on that particular project or or a product which system has to provide to the external environment, that is a customer, on the said date with the said price, which we have already dealt with. Okay, now the integration, that integration synergizes the effect of performance. In other words, we can say like as a whole, if all the parts come together, so as a whole this proper integration gives the enhanced effect in the output. in the output side. Okay, so now comes the central objective. Now the central objective has a central objective. What is central objective? Central objective we have discussed in the start itself, which is a common goal of a system, which every component or a part has a component or subsystem has to achieve, है ना, which has been given by higher management. हायर मैनेजमेंट जो सेंट्रल ऑब्जेक्टिव दे रहा है वो एडवांस में देता है. And we will study in the later we will see what is supra system and subsystems. Exactly, every system is composed of many parts. These parts could be termed as the subsystem of the main system, as I discussed with you. And on the other hand, when the focus is on any of the the subsystems, the main system may be called its supra system. तो उसका जो मेन सिस्टम होगा वो क्या कहलाएगा? सुप्रा सिस्टम. उससे उससे बाहर वाला जो होगा, है ना, जहां से इनपुट आ रहा है हमारे पास. फॉर एग्जांपल, इन आवर गैलेक्सी वी हैव there can be many you know there can be many this thing planets in the solar system. So galaxy can be termed as supra system, and I'll give you some more examples onto it also. And so supra system and subsystem we'll study in next lecture. Now let me go through the elements of the system. Or elements has simple. If we consider a particular system, it has an input, an output, and the central processing unit, like our computer has, and a feedback control panel connected from output to input side, that if anything happens or deviates from the target, then it will give a input, it will give a feedback to the input that this deviation happens, and how to maintain that output up to the desired level. We need to do some slight change in the input. So while processing, we will achieve our desired output by adding that feedback into input. So this kind of changes happens. Now in the next lecture, we will study first of all what is subsystem, what is suprasystem. Another thing we will study what is open system, closed system, physical, theological system, feedback. As I told you, feedback, we have discussed elements of the system. So feed forward system also we will study, and man machine system. If you have studied it in industrial engineering and ergonomics, then you must be having a little knowledge about man machine system. What is man machine system? Basically, it's the part of ergonomics. And then we'll go through probabilistic system or deterministic system. So these much systems we will be taking up in the next lecture. So thanks for the passionate listening. If you want to ask something now, you can definitely ask. Thank you, sir. Now, if you have any of the doubts regarding today's lecture, you may ask in the starting of the next lecture also. Thank you. Thanks for being with me.